Hello everyone, Interact back again with some more Dead Cells. So today, the day that this video is going up, not the day that I'm recording this, should be New Year's Eve, so let me just remind you to be responsible on New Year's Eve. Do not drink and drive. This is the responsibility channel after all. That was... wow. This is apparently the responsibility channel after all, where I talk about mental health and stuff during Christmas and then talk about I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? I don't think so. Anyways, don't drink and drive. You know, have a designated driver or stay wherever you are when you're drinking, if you do that kind of thing. And also, Happy New Year's. 2017 was a weird year, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really big into the whole like, whoa, 2017 was crazy. What's 2018 gonna be? I'm like, dude, every year has been crazy, right? Like. Has there ever actually been a year where people were like, that was a pretty nondescript year, nothing happened? No. Dude, every year's fucking nuts. Like, apologies for the language, I know this is a Christian channel after all. Sorry, demonetization bot. But like, seriously, every year's crazy, right? Like 92, year that I was born, I'm trying to think what happened. I didn't really know because, you know, I was one. But like 2000, like the year 2000, right? Everyone had that Y2K panic. Everyone thought that the world was gonna end because of computers not being smart, which is weird because that's like exactly what computers are, is smart. 2001, we had 9/11. That was crazy, dude. Like, the world has never been the same. 2002, I can't remember, but I'm sure there was some crazy stuff that happened. Like, you know, every year is... Maybe some years are crazier than others, sure. Like, I'll concede that, but every year's crazy, dude. There's always crazy stuff happening. That's just how the world is. The world's freaking crazy. It's a crazy, messed up world, or is that how the song... There's a song that goes something like that, I think. I hate this whip so much. Why am I not resetting this run? Because I'm already so deep into it, I might as well continue. Please give me something other than this whip. Thank you. You're not the sell things that aren't whip guy. Enemies burn when they die, enemies release a toxic cloud when they die. Nifty. But yeah, I mean, anyways, just be responsible about everything. Don't, you know, do anything too ridiculous or silly or stupid or irresponsible. Just be everything in moderation, as they say. Is that what they say? I don't know. I actually, like, getting more into personal details here. I don't drink at all, so I don't really know what people do when they're drinking. That's a fun little story for a completely different time. Although I guess it could be this episode, since I don't really have anything else to talk about other than the Dead Cells run. I don't know, I feel like kind of branching out. I don't want this to become like Call of Duty circa 2004? Was 2004 when Call of Duty YouTube videos were like super popular and it was literally just like, here's my sweetest frags, and then I'm just gonna talk about whatever I feel like talking about. Was that like 2004? 2006 maybe? I don't know. I feel like there's... What are those channels doing these days? Like, are they still playing Call of Duty? Because Call of Duty's still coming out. The question is, like, do they still play Call of Duty? Is that what their channel is? Like, and do they still get the numbers that they... Because I know I used to watch, like, a lot of the big Call of Duty YouTube channels. I always wonder... You know, like, the channel that I watch the most, spoilers, you probably already know, is Northern Lion. I feel like, I mean, he's been doing basically the same thing. He's been doing career suicide since, like, what, 2009 or something? Is that when he started committing career suicide? I don't know, I started watching him when, like, Afterbirth came out, maybe? Rebirth? No, I want to say Afterbirth. Because afterward is when I started playing Isaac and getting into Isaac like heavily. I still want this Aura of Laceration, so we're gonna work on that. Maybe we need to get some more mutations later on, but I think we're gonna go for the I think we're gonna go for +3 HP when you kill an enemy because I feel like I'm dying a lot and maybe that'll help mitigate it. Let me cough really quickly. Sorry, mute the mic for that. I don't want to hear me wheezing and hacking. I don't know, I feel like there's a few... Sorry, I forgot to turn the mic off for that one. I feel like there's a few like big YouTube channels that have kind of been doing the same thing. But like even PewDiePie does something different now, doesn't he? Doesn't he do like comedy content instead of like, here's me playing a horror game? Or does he still do the here's me playing a horror game thing? And he like took a break from YouTube for a while. He had like 50 million subs or something, and he just like up and left for a bit for mental health reasons or something, right? I don't know. I don't really stay up to date on that kind of thing, but I'm sure someone does. Well, I'm actually sure a lot of people do. I mean, I can understand that. Like, if he's been putting out an episode of whatever a day for like you know, millions of people for that long, it's got to take its toll, you know? I feel like you have so many people's expectations and like whatnot that kind of weigh on you, right? Like I'm sure he gets a lot of like both fan mail and hate mail about like literally everything that he does. So I'm sure like he'll put out, you know, I mean obviously I don't know, you know, you can look at my sub count. I don't keep that thing hidden. A lot of people hide it, which is weird, but I don't keep that hidden. Because I don't care. This is just a hobby for me. It's just like... I mean, if we want to go real talk, it started as a way for me to help, like... It's going to sound stupid, so please bear with me. It started as a way for me to help work on my social anxiety. Because I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before. In addition to having the affliction currently referred to as ADHD-PI, formerly known as ADD. I also have panic disorder, and for a while that was untreated, so I didn't know. I thought it was just like, oh, I just, you know, I'm not used to talking to people, or I'm not good at talking to people, or whatever. It's like, well, I really like video games, and I had watched a lot of people do YouTube stuff, and I was like, wow, that seems really cool. Like, maybe I can do that, and it'll help me talk, and, you know, learn how to talk to people, which was pretty naive, let's be honest, in the beginning, but here I am now, I guess. It did actually help. It still does, you know. Like, even though I know pretty much no one watches these, I say that because, like, obviously, I've started to get some growth recently, so it's not zero anymore. It used to be zero. If you look back through my channel, at like, when I restarted YouTube after many years of not doing it due to college and getting married, having a kid, and everything, like my Final Fantasy X series that I brought back, that has like actually 0 views on half, more than half. What am I saying? Half on like basically all of the videos. There's just no one watching it because, like, who's watching Final Fantasy X? Right? The remaster came out like 4 years ago, and the actual game came out like way more than that. But I was like, hey, you know, I enjoy the game. I'll just do it, you know. Just put out some stuff that I enjoy. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. But if you're like, if you get to the point where you're at, this guy's got a scroll on him, so I need to kill him. If you get to the point where you have like, I'm pretty sure that PewDiePie, I'm not gonna call him by his first name because I don't know him well enough to do that. PewDiePie, if you see this video, can I call you Felix? I'm sure that's gotta weigh on you. Like, he's got like a manager and everything, doesn't he? he has to like hire an editor because like he actually just doesn't have the time to do that. Which, by the way, if anyone wants an editor and wants to discuss pricing, I will happily do that. I'm decent at editing. You can look through my videos. Happy to discuss a fee. That's actually serious, by the way. If you do need an editor and you have the ability to pay and the willingness to pay, hit me up. But like, I don't know, man. I'm sure that he started it just because he thought, hey, this is a silly thing, let me do it for fun, you know, whatever. However many years ago that he started it. I doubt he started it like, I'm gonna become a millionaire by doing this. I don't know. I think at this point, maybe some people are at that point where they're starting YouTube channels because they think it can be a career. And if you're doing that, like, I don't want to sound mean, but stop. The chances are astronomical. And even the greatest, like, YouTubers had, they didn't start off with millions of viewers and millions of dollars. You're gonna have like years of nothing. Unless you're extremely successful. Or have like a prior fan base from something a la like a Jake Paul or a Dan Giesling. You know, I actually wonder about that as well. Like, do you think there are people that go to Dan Giesling's YouTube channel without knowing his Big Brother fame? Is that a thing? Like, I didn't know that he was in Big Brother. I found him through the NLSS. Like, do you think there are people that just, like, are really into, what is it, Star Citizen? And they just, like, find his channel and they're like, wow, this guy's really cool. I'm gonna watch his stuff because he's really, I don't know, is he good at Star Citizen? Because, I don't know, there's many games that man is good at. No offense or anything. I'm firing shots at everyone today, huh? Who else can I talk about, try and make fun of here? I don't know who's like the biggest Twitch streamer, Lyric? Yeah, that guy's, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I follow him, but I don't really like watch much of his stuff. I think I watched him during like his DayZ, like I'm not gonna say way back in the day because honestly it wasn't that long ago. But a while ago, when DayZ was like the big thing, I think I watched him for a bit. Like outside of that, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know if it was this episode or the last one that I mentioned that I occasionally stream on Twitch, and when I say occasionally, I really do mean occasionally. Like, don't follow it thinking that I'm gonna be there every day for like 6 hours. I really hate doing this, but I'm gonna take it. Like, I have other things to do, not like besmirching anyone who does Twitch streaming for a job, but like, I already have a job. I do it for the same reason I do YouTube. I just do it for fun. Because I enjoy it. I just like enjoy, I guess it's creating, I think would be the right term. I don't think entertaining would be the proper term because I don't know that I'm very entertaining. I'd like to think that I am, but I'm fairly realistic when it comes to most things. I just like, you know, I enjoy playing video games, and I know that people enjoy watching video games and playing video games as well. So I was like, hey, you know, I'll play video games and post videos on the internet. You can go check out, you know, as I said, like the Final Fantasy videos. There's some videos from like 2011, 2010 when I like first started actually putting things on YouTube, they're pretty awful. Most of them are like League of Legends or WoW related, because that's what I was into at the time. I don't even know if that was like what was popular at the time, so you can't accuse me of, oh my goodness. You can accuse me of a lot of things, like being bad at this game, but you can't accuse me of like trend riding, trend surfing. What is that? Trend surfing, I think, is the right term. Where you just like pick up the latest and greatest thing that everyone's watching and try and get big off of that. Dude, I just play whatever I enjoy. Like, I'm gonna restart this one. I don't like that. As I said, I was playing Final Fantasy X because it's my favorite game from my childhood. And I just wanted to play through it again. And I wanted to make YouTube, so I was like, hey, I'll do both. And I started doing that, like, the remaster came out like 4 years ago. Sorry, I need a drink of water. I do like the quick bow, so I'll take that. Like, I didn't expect anyone to watch it, and I'm pretty sure no one did. And that's fine, because I enjoyed making it, and I enjoyed playing through the game again. So, you know, accuse me of whatever you want. Accuse me of being bad. Also, don't accuse me of being bald, because that's just factually inaccurate. I have plenty of hair. I'm not like NL, okay? I'm not balding. Is he balding or bald? I'm not sure. Okay, how am I need to buckle down and actually figure out what I'm doing here. And maybe not get garbage starting weapons. Maybe I'll just restart until I get, like, something passable. Because I don't know that I call anything, like, that's not even... Don't even talk to me if Curse Sword is what you're gonna try and give me at the beginning. Come on, dude. You know, like, I don't think I have, like, a great... This is gonna sound, like, self-deprecating, and I guess to an extent it is. I don't think I have, like, a great voice. You know, like, I don't have, like, the golden radio voice or whatever for streaming or YouTube or something that some people do. I think I'm decent at video games. I wouldn't say that I'm good at video games. Well, I would say I'm good at them. I wouldn't say that I'm great at them. You know, like, I'm not speedrunning this game. I'm never gonna... Like, maybe on the leaderboards for dailies, I'll get, like, top some number. You know, top 100, top 50. Apologies for the dog. I don't know what they're on about. I hate this weapon so much. Why did I take it? It's so slow. I don't think I'll ever get, you know, top 10. Top 10 would be pretty difficult. I think I've gotten top 10 on, like, an Isaac daily or two before, but that was due to a lot of factors. A lot of people don't play Isaac dailies anymore. It was one where I had read through the Reddit post about it, so I kind of already knew, like, all the ins and outs, so I had already kind of had it optimized for me. Which, by the way, if you do Isaac dailies, there is a daily post on the Isaac subreddit, I don't know if it's the Binding of Isaac or just Binding of Isaac. There's a post about the daily, and people will post footage of them playing it, what their scores were, things like that. So do that. Join that community. Ooh, I do like that. I think I'll stick... I can't really pass that up, so I'll stick with that. But yeah, I mean, I knew what it was going into it, so... It's kind of cheating, I guess. Plus, it was like a Maggie run to Mega Satan, and a lot of people just kind of skip those kinds of runs. And I can't really fault them for that. Because those dailies are some of the worst. Yeah, is this just gonna be an upgraded version of the one that I have? It's actually the exact same one, so I just wasted 400 gold, which is sweet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the one thing that I have is, like, enthusiasm. If I had to, like, sell myself, which, why am I selling myself again? But I don't mean, like, actually selling myself, I mean, like, selling my YouTube channel. feel like I enjoy what I do, I guess. I enjoy the games that I play. I play games that I enjoy. That's the selling point right there, I guess. And that doesn't appeal to a lot of people, which is why I said, like, I don't think this is ever gonna get big. And that's fine. I don't care. It's not why I'm here. I'm here because of the enjoyment, you know? I just enjoy, ever since I was in, like middle school even? I've just enjoyed making things, creating. That's why I went to school for art. I don't remember what episode it was. I think it's a few episodes ago, though. Talked about art school. So go back for that episode if you want to learn more about that, I guess. I've always enjoyed creating. And this is just kind of a way to combine my, like, want of creation with my love of... That's really good, I think. This is awkward. Because, okay, so heavy turrets, obviously amazing, and good if we're going survival. Meat grinder's really good and amazing if we're going brutality. And Hour of Laceration is really good and amazing if we're going tactics. Now, all of these are really good and amazing in general. I think heavy turret's better because it increases your damage. Although I do miss the swarm of biters. We're gonna take HP when you kill an enemy. It's really boring, but I think it's good for just keeping you alive. So anyways, as I was saying, that's just why I've just always loved making things. Like I remember in elementary school, I was in like an advanced 4th grade class, which looking back kind of seems like an absurd thing. Because like, how old are 4th graders? Like 7? And I had this great teacher, honestly probably one of my favorite teachers of all time. Like maybe 2nd favorite if I had to do like an actual ranking, my physics teacher from high school being my actual like all-time favorite. But one of my favorite teachers, and we had, since it was the advanced class, we kind of just did whatever we felt like, I guess. Not really though, like we were, like a year ahead in math and stuff like that. But she was basically a hippie. She was a hippie, which is fine. We had like poetry time where we would just go out and for like our English assignment or whatever, we would just go out on like the lawn of the school and like look at trees and just write poetry or like draw something or whatever. And like that was literally our assignment for the class, was to do that. And I don't know, I always enjoyed that, and I enjoyed just like kind of drawing and writing horrible elementary school poetry. And I've always enjoyed doing things, even if they're garbage, to this day. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here, at least I don't know why you're here. Maybe you're here because you enjoy listening to me ramble about random things. Maybe you're here for the Dead Cells content, although honestly, if I keep making plays like that, this content won't last very long because I'm garbage. So I don't know. I don't know what there's not really a moral to the story, other than don't get hit by that arrow. I guess the moral to the story is if you enjoy something, do it. Which is, I know, like a basic, like extremely basic, like child's movie, moral of the story for a child's movie, but just seriously, like, I don't know, man. You enjoy knitting. Who cares what people say about people that knit? Like, if you are a freaking bodybuilder and you're like, I really enjoy knitting because it's relaxing, freaking do it, dude. That's awesome. Like, make yourself a sweater. Or a scarf or something. I don't know how difficult a scarf or a sweater is to make. Just do whatever you feel like doing. Don't let, like, societal pressures or what other people say dictate your life. I think you'll be much happier once you realize that, like, if you enjoy something, you should just do it. I don't know when I became a motivational speaker. I thought I was just here to play video games. But seriously, like, I don't know. It's just New Year's Eve, so resolve to do something in the next year, 2018. Make 2018 the year that you just, like, do that thing that you've always wanted to do. And insert Shia LaBeouf saying just do it, I guess. Would be where I would end that. And obviously there are, like, things that will limit you, right? Like, you know, you might enjoy making Warhammer models. I know a lot of people enjoy, like, making them, painting them, doing that kind of thing. And, like, maybe you can't do it because you don't have the money for it. I don't know. Find something similar and less expensive. Or maybe see if, like, you know, I don't know, maybe you have friends that play and maybe they don't want to paint all their models. Help them, you know, offer to help or something. So you can do more of it. I don't know, there are ways to do pretty much everything. Do I want this? Yeah, I want the treasure, because it could just be a straight up treasure room. It is just a straight up treasure room. Neat. Oh look, it has the thing that I literally just unlocked. So this poisons. The other one releases a toxic cloud. I think those are basically the same. The only difference is that I think this one's going to be better against a boss because the poison stacks every time it inflicts damage, I think. This one's going to be better against packs because the poison from the toxic cloud will stack. I think we'll just go with the higher level one. It's probably a better idea. Getting back to the dead cells. Yeah, I mean, I think that's all I really have to say about that. Just do it. If you enjoy something, do it. You know? Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Like, maybe you do it and you're bad at it. That's fine. You still are doing it. You still enjoy yourself, right? Like, I wouldn't say I'm great at this game. I would say I'm probably above average in most games that I play. Maybe not very much in certain video games. But, you know. I'm not, like, going pro in Dead Cells. If such a thing even existed. Which it doesn't. I'm gonna take... I'm just gonna take tactics for the extra HP. But being the best at something doesn't necessarily make much of a difference. It shouldn't make much of a difference, I guess. In the grand scheme of things. Because, right, like, if there is a top 1% or whatever of something, only 1% of the people that play that, like the top 1% of, like, PUBG, right? You want to become, like, a professional PUBG player. Like, how many people play PUBG? I mean, sure, a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, not that many. Like, in the grand scheme of, like, the entirety of humanity, not very many. It's like a few million concurrent or something. So then only, you know, think that only 1% of them even get to the point where they're good enough to be the top 1%, which is why it's called the top 1%. So, like, yeah, I mean, the odds are extremely slim. I don't agree with that damage. The odds are slim that that would happen, but hey, maybe you are that good. In which case, do it. So I've heard that ice grenades are actually really good right now. And part of the build for kind of just steamrolling the game. So I'm gonna take that. Is there anything down there? Is a scroll, so I do actually have a reason to be here, which is nice. I always appreciate that. I'm gonna take the extra point in tactics because we did just pick up the tactics weapon. I seem to have angered some bats. And at this point, we're kind of just looking for, yep, something like that. Okay, Aura of Laceration, please don't get me killed. I'm gonna take a point in survival for the extra mutation boost. And then we'll see where this leads. Is this the other exit? Is it the Ramparts exit, or? I don't think so. I'm actually surprised that there wasn't a scorpion there. There's like always scorpions on every single platform. Ever. Yeah, here's the Ramparts exit. You couldn't even give me a cell for my troubles? Cell for your troubles, sir? Couldn't even do that with your extremely bad fake British accent. I think that's pretty much the whole floor, so I'm going to teleport to a teleporter that's close by to the exit, but not actually the exit, because RNG manipulation or something? Is that the reason that people give when they're speedrunning? RNG manipulation? We have 26 cells. I'm just gonna keep working on different weapons because I feel like I need different weapons. Also, area damage sounds really good. I don't know how good those boots are. Honestly, probably pretty bad. I'm gonna take the cooldown reduction to make this go from like, yeah. Aura of Laceration had like a 30-second cooldown, now it has a 17%, so that's pretty good. And hopefully this will, I feel like Aura of Laceration is gonna be pretty good against the Watcher. And the Tentacles as well. So, I feel pretty good about that. I don't actually know if you can freeze. I guess you have to be able to freeze bosses. I don't know if the Watcher is an exception though. You have to be able to freeze bosses because I know a lot of people have said like they just take a double ice bow to the assassin and then they just win. Alright, I didn't want that to happen. And I actually could have just gone back for the chicken. Or the turkey, excuse me. But maybe I should save the turkey for a little bit later. Now, rapier is typically a better weapon. But the problem is the frantic sword actually scales with tactics, which is what I'm building at the moment, is just tactics. So I think I'm gonna stick with what I've got. I think this will be the test right here. Of how good the like slowing things down build is. So far I haven't been hit, so I'm gonna say pretty decent. Okay. Oh, wow. Hi, guys. How are you doing? I didn't think that the elite would actually spawn you, and I don't know why I thought that. Wow. Wow. I like War Spear a lot. And it also has extra damage to a frozen target. And I'm also using both rank 1 weapons, so I'm gonna take this. We'll recycle that. So maybe I can actually start doing some damage here. Wouldn't that be a novel idea? Wait, what? Alright, you got anything good for me? A firebomb. Oh, that damage taken reduction is so good. But I don't know that I can take it over Aura of Laceration. Because I think burning and freezing, they have to counter each other out, right? I'm gonna leave it on the ground. And I'm gonna go give this a quick little test. Alright, you're frozen. Now you're on fire. You're actually still slowed down. So the slowdown lasts, and this one has frost-related slowdown lasts 4 times longer, which is a really good fix. So it actually might be worth it. I'm gonna recycle it just so I can't regret my decision in the future, which is something I frequently do. So I just recycle. I think I'm gonna go with random because it can give me things like this. Reduces the chance of unfreezing. Pretty good. I think I just want... So I'm gonna try something just because I've heard people talk about it, which is this build right here, where you have 2 frost grenades. And typically you have like a frost bow or something as well to keep the frost rolling. I'm just gonna try this for now though. Okay, that's kind of rude, wouldn't you say? And this, so the left trigger one has a reduced chance of unfreezing. The right trigger one just has this more slowdown. Which are both pretty good, but please don't be the spike trap. It was not the spike trap. Wow, that was terrible. Alright, firebrands, no thank you. Never really liked firebrands. Please give me a teleporter, thank you. Oh dear. Why did I jump up here, you ask? To slam. I believe it's called long dive, actually, like in the canon of Dead Cells. I believe that is what it is referred to. Is long dive. So I think I need a tactics weapon. I guess my heavy crossbow technically is, but heavy crossbow, explosive crossbow, excuse me, technically is, but you know, it also kind of has some pretty slow shoot time. I gotta avoid those, because those actually do so much damage on this difficulty. They actually do so much damage on every difficulty, but on this difficulty, they do even more. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. It does do additional damage. It does do additional damage to frozen targets, so it's expected for it to hit that hard. Where am I going? Okay, I've missed a scroll back there, which is not great. I hate those little traps. I'm glad that there's a teleporter, and I will pick this up, even though it doesn't have tactics, which is what we're kind of looking for right now. Give me a slam. Wow. I do not know how my long dive slash ground pound slash slam, whatever it is that I feel like calling it today, did not kill that guy. I'm quite shocked, to be honest. There's another frost grenade there. We're gonna go back for this scroll of power, because I need more tactics, I think. We really do want to get out of this floor right now, though, because, you know, the HP vial situation is not looking so hot. And in addition to that, actually our build isn't looking so hot, honestly. Ugh. I don't know why it said YOLO on the screen right there, but I would prefer it if it didn't. You know, I feel like the wall secret should, or tinted wall if you want to Isaac meme it, should count as something for War Spear, but it doesn't. What am I doing right now? I'm trying to get to the Watcher. I feel like there's something down here. There better be something down here. Otherwise I've... Wow. There's actually nothing down there. There's so many shocking dead ends in this game. Like, is this gonna be a dead end as well? Or is there actually gonna be something down here? Please be something? Okay, it's a secret doorway for a lot of cells. I'll actually take that. I have the money. Plus, I'm kind of on the hunt for cells to unlock more mutations and upgrade things at the Foundry. And then I think I want to go this way for the ice grenade to see if it's a better ice grenade than what I have. Although, honestly, that's going to be a little difficult. I've got to slam because Mushroom Man. Probably should have waited until the small guys came out, but whatever. Okay, I think that said minus damage taken, so it might be better. Slows down all nearby enemies when the victim thaws out. I think the 4 times is going to be better. Although we will see. There's a cursed treasure. Did I really come down here for just a cursed treasure chest? Okay, present? No. No. I know what you're trying to do here, present. It will not work. I refuse. Okay. Actually, you know what? Ooh, buddy. Oh man. I think I'm gonna go for it. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try it. Ho ho ho, yep. We had him slowed down, so I thought I would take my chance, you know? My one opportunity. I'm gonna unlock this. That's so much better than what I have. I didn't even read it. Shots pure. Oh boy. Okay. And then here, I think we just want cells. So we did beat the presents. There you go. Haters. Nick Cockroach. I can't beat the present. So these guys do still count for curses. I thought they were considered trash enemies. That's actually, like, exceedingly good for me. There's another Mushroom Man. Wowee. What a day. I would really love to find the exit at this point. Please, there has to be an exit somewhere. Alright, I can't pass up the cells, so. Despite the fact that I actually can pass up the cells because I just got a bunch from that present boy, I'm gonna keep going. This should be our exit to the Watcher. That's the wrong... Wait, what? Oh. They made it purple now. It used to just be like a dead, empty room. They made it purple. It is the Insufferable Crypt. It used to just be, there was no light. It was just kind of a dull... Okay, so that's interesting. That's a nifty little change there. And it's got the background of the Slumbering Sanctuary? What is going on? So I can get any of these mutations. I don't really... Those mutations don't interest me much, so I'm gonna go for this. The Hayabusa Boots, and... Maybe the Wrenching Whip is better. Yeah, I'm gonna put points on the Wrenching Whip. So let's see what this actually looks like. Okay. So it actually attacks quickly. It has kind of an upward angle, which is nice. And it does AoE damage. Is this one better than the one that I had? Better than this War Spear, though? Is the question. I'm not thinking so. I think the War Spear is just better. So we'll recycle that. What mutation can we pick up here? I guess the bonus damage while they're nearby enemies? Because like none of these other ones do anything for me, so I'll take that, I guess. None of these are really going to help me against the boss. Although actually, I'll get extra damage when during tentacle phase, so not terrible. Not terrible. Alright, Watcher. Me and you, buddy. My old nemesis. Can I get a red attack, please? Thank you. Okay, so the slowdown does work. And it seems pretty good, actually. Oh, okay. That was interesting. War Spear seems pretty good, actually. That also seems quite good. There's only 3 in total for this one, so I'm actually kind of wasting time not just killing this one. I'd forgotten about that. Okay. So this is the basic meta build at the moment, is just frost-related slowdown items. And then look at that chunking right there. We can freeze him again to stop that attack, and just continue with the... Apparently not continuing with the chunkage, honestly though. Honestly though, I mean, he's like already at, what, like 70-ish% HP? After this little amount of time? That was a whiff and a half. Like, I'm already on Tentacle Phase 2, this quickly in. If there was anything that would sell me on this build, it would definitely be something along these lines, right? That was a bad damage. So they're still slowed even though they're under the ground. I don't know how well that actually translates into anything useful. Oh, I thought I... So the slowdown still affects them when they're underground, which is kind of hilarious. Because, like, they're underground. Oh wow, that like doesn't land at all. I'm gonna take a drink here. He's probably gonna do a green attack. I'm surprised he didn't do a barrage. Freeze him and get up here so we know it's guaranteed damage. And we do extra damage to a frozen target, so that is quite good. Yeah, we want to like cleave into those as much as humanly possible. The more you can do like spread damage to these things, the better. Like that right there was pretty good, although one of them was dying. Oh, let's be smart about this. Whoa, okay. That is being smart about it. Come on, pop up. There we go. We can land a solid hit on him there. Give him a roll, and I missed, but he's dead here. So there you go. Beautiful. I've learned how to beat the Watcher quite flawlessly. Actually, how many times did I get hit there? And there's the boss cell. So there's our final boss cell. So now we can start doing 3 boss cell meme runs. Once we have things upgraded, obviously. I'm not going to start doing them right now. Achievement unlocked for getting all the boss cells. Counterattack. Sounds like something I'm interested in. I meant to go to the graveyard. No. That's fine. Hello, Foundry man. So the Foundry boy is where I want to be. Because here I can upgrade the damage of things. So I think what I want to do here is I want to upgrade things that I'm like looking for every time I do a build. So like heavy turret is going to get some cells out of me. And obviously once we start getting to the place where we're farming, your first attack after parry. Okay. Once we get to the place where we start like farming, wanting to farm cells for those upgrades, we're just going to go incomplete one route, because it's so much easier than going to the Watcher. And I think you might actually find him after the Assassin as well, but I'm not sure. So basically what I do is I go Promenade, probably Prison Depths, the Ossuary to the incomplete one, just obviously knock out the incomplete one because he's a joke, and then spend my cells. And we're kind of in a bad spot here because think we are a little lacking in damage for being here. I mean, we have like tier 5 weapons, which actually should be okay. Ow. I do still need a pattern from those guys, so if I could get that, that would be really nice. I think I'm gonna take... Man. I could take brutality for the extra damage, but like, I'm just gonna take survival. Because I need that extra HP. Okay, so here we get to my common gripe with this area. These vapey boys and the fact that there's actually just no teleporters anywhere. Alright, so the vapey boy is down. Got a cake, that's nice. Ow! Would be the way I would describe that one right there. Gotta wait until I have my stuff back up. Kill him with a frost grenade. Not really what frost grenades are meant for, but what are you gonna do when it's all you've got? I think I can just double tap those guys pretty easily like that. Do you have anyone else down there with you? No? Doesn't really seem like it. It's hard to tell. Wow, this is a little risky. This could be where the run just dies. There is a vapey boy in here. Wow. That just seems unfair, honestly. So I actually need like a lot of patterns from a lot of people in here. Those grappling hook guys, and the those ranged guys as well, but that the one like the legless guys. Not Legolas, the legless. These boys, this boy right below me. Oh man, he teleported out. What a pain. Wow, okay. So frost-related slowdown, kind of apparently insanely good. Are you kidding me? I came in here for a curse chest? Would you get out of here with that? I would really prefer to beat this so I can spend cells. Oh, okay. That's not... Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good new year. Feel free to leave a like and a comment with anything that I've talked about in the video, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.